nearly 1.2 billion Shib burned, and the burn rate up 933%. But wait, if that's so bullish, why is Shib still struggling? Could reducing the supply to 10 trillion finally fix the price, or is the rebound just smoke and mirrors? With RSI showing signs of life and whales pulling back, is something bigger brewing beneath the surface? In today's video, I will be answering these questions and telling you all of the new price-boosting information that has just come out about Shiba Inu. I've put a lot of research into this video, so make sure you watch until the end to not miss out on any information. Welcome to Crypto Daily, your daily dose of Shiba. If you are interested in everything around Shiba, this is the place for you. Subscribe if you want to stay updated with all the Shiba news, predictions, and stay one step ahead in the crypto world. Make sure to hit the like button for us to provide you with more Shiba news. But before we get to our topic, let's take a look at the chart and see what the price of Shiba is doing on the 17th of June, shall we? Shiba Inu's price today is around 195 units, and its price is up 0.2% in the last 24 hours, with a 24-hour trading volume of $155 million. The token also currently has a market cap of over $7.04 billion, ranking it as the 24th most valuable cryptocurrency. Please keep in mind these prices might have changed by the time you watch this video. This content is not financial advice. Now let's get into today's video. 1,173,981,855 Shib gone, burn rate 933% up. But here's big nuance. More than 1 billion Shib meme coins have been removed from circulation. Data shared by the Shibern tracking platform unveiled that a staggering amount of Shib meme coins has been burned recently. More than 1 billion Shib. However, despite the massive amount of meme coins that were burned and the impressive surge in 3-digit burn rates, there is a significant nuance to these statistics that makes the 1 billion Shibi result seem slightly different. 1.2 billion Shib destroyed Freud. According to a recent tweet published by the aforementioned data source, the Shib community has succeeded in removing a mammoth amount of meme coins from the circulating supply this time. A whopping 1,173,981,855 Shib. The burn rate skyrocketed to 933.05% over this outstanding burn activity outcome. However, the trick is that this massive Shib destruction has taken place over the past 7 days. Approximately half of this 1.7 billion Shib was transferred to an unspendable blockchain wallet in a single transfer. It took place yesterday, and it pulled 515,881 Shib into a virtual furnace. Over the past 24 hours, the result is significantly lower at 3,025,916 Shib, with a daily burn rate of 99.41%. Here is Shiba Inu price if Shib total supply reduces to 10 trillion tokens. Shiba Inu could trade with 3 zeros after its decimal if its total supply reduces to just 10 trillion tokens. Since its launch in August 2020, Shiba Inu has made significant progress across different sectors. This is evident in its evolution from a meme coin to a utility token and its dramatic reduction in supply. Shiba Inu's supply history. Recall that Shiba Inu launched with an enormous supply of 1 quadrillion Shib tokens in August 2020. Interestingly, its total supply has dropped to 589.25 trillion Shib, representing 58.95% of Shiba Inu's initial supply, according to data from Shibern. The remaining 410.75 trillion tokens were permanently removed from the supply through a series of burn campaigns, including one initiated by Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin. Community push for further burns. Even though over 41% of Shiba Inu's initial supply has been burned, some community members call for further incineration to reduce Shib's supply to approximately 10 trillion. They highlighted Shiba Inu's enormous supply of 589.25 trillion tokens as the culprit behind Shib's underperformance. For perspective, Shib's price has plunged 40.86% over the past year and 42.3% since 2025. At the current price of 0.000122 TOS, Shib has experienced a double-digit loss of 14.47% over the past month and a 1.4% decline over the past week. It is worth mentioning that Shib's recent underperformance coincides with a broader market downturn. For instance, Ethereum's price has also dropped 21.3% since 2025 and 25.98% over the past year. However, some Shiba Inu community members continue to blame Shib's underperformance on its excessive supply. Therefore, they demand more significant incineration to reduce the supply to 10 trillion tokens. Shiba Inu price if supply drops to 10 trillion. To reach a 10 trillion supply target, over 579 trillion Shib tokens would need to be burned, a monumental task. This could potentially be achieved through aggressive burn mechanisms, including Shibarium-based fees, and community-driven campaigns. Assuming the market cap remains at its current level of 7.19 cents a billion dollars, a 10 trillion token supply would push Shib's price to 0.00719. This would mark an approximate 5,793% increase from its current price of 0.01 cars. Shib 0.007 forecast. Meanwhile, the 0.0007 target has been featured in several predictions from market experts. For instance, major crypto prediction platform Telegram speculated that Shibi will trade around the 0.07 mark by 2030. According to Telegram, Shiba Inu could reach a maximum target of 0.00071 by then, 5 years from now. Notably, Changelly experts project that Shib will skyrocket to the 0.007 region by December 2034. The crypto exchange initially predicted that Shib would hit the mark by 2030. However, the platform updated the timeline following Shib's downturn over the past few months. Final thoughts. While a supply cut to 10 trillion tokens could technically lead to a price of around $0.071 under current market cap conditions, the likelihood of burning over 579 trillion tokens remains extremely slim. Still, the scenario underscores how pivotal tokenomics, particularly supply reduction, can be in driving price performance. Why Shiba Inu? Shib price remains weak despite positive indicators. Shiba Inu Shib rebounds from recent lows as RSI rises, but rejection near key levels shows bullish momentum remains fragile. Whale wallet count continues to decline, signaling possible weakening support from large holders and reduced long-term confidence. Shib holds vital support near 0.0119, but bearish EMAs limit upside potential while price stays trapped between key zones. Shiba Inu B is showing early signs of recovery, gaining ground from recent lows as its RSI rebounds and key support levels hold. Despite these positive signals, Shib failed to break above the RSI 51 mark and continues to face pressure from bearish EMA alignments. At the same time, whale activity has been steadily declining, suggesting reduced confidence from large holders and raising questions about long-term support. With price action stuck between major support and resistance zones, Shib's next move will likely depend on whether momentum strengthens or fades once again. Shiba Inu momentum improves, but RSI rejection signals caution. Shiba Inu has seen a shift in momentum, with its relative strength index, RSI, rising to 47 from 30.19 just 3 days ago, signaling a recovery from near oversold conditions. However, it's worth noting that Shib failed to break above the 51 RSI mark yesterday, suggesting that bullish momentum remains fragile for now. While the recent bounce reflects easing selling pressure, the inability to push it into clearly bullish territory indicates ongoing hesitation among buyers. The RSI, or Relative Strength Index, is a momentum oscillator that gauges the speed and magnitude of price changes, helping identify overbought or oversold conditions. Readings below 30 point to oversold levels, while values above 70 suggest overbought territory. With Shib's RSI now sitting at 47, the asset remains in a neutral zone, neither overextended nor deeply discounted. This mid-range positioning leaves room for either a breakout or a reversal, depending on how price action develops around current resistance and support levels. Decline in Shib whales signals potential weakness ahead. The number of Shiba Inu whales, wallets holding at least 1 billion tokens, has been gradually declining since June 11th, falling from 10,259 to 10,231. While the drop may seem modest, it reflects a slow but steady reduction in large holder participation, which could signal weakening confidence among major players. A consistent downtrend in whale activity often correlates with diminished support during volatile phases, making Shibi more vulnerable to price swings. Tracking whale behavior is critical because large holders can influence price movements through sudden buys or sells. A rising whale count often suggests accumulation and long-term confidence, while a declining number may imply distribution or exit. With Shib whale wallets shrinking, it could indicate that major investors are either taking profits or hedging against further downside. If this trend continues, it may add pressure on Shib's price, especially if retail interest fails to offset the whale outflows. Key support, but bearish EMAs keep bulls in check. Shiba Inu price recently tested and held the key support level at 0.0019, offering a temporary floor despite broader bearish signals. The token's exponential moving averages, EMAs, remain in a bearish alignment, with short-term EMAs positioned below long-term ones, indicating ongoing downward pressure. If this support is retested and fails to hold, Shib could slide toward the next critical level at 0.0114, potentially opening the door for further downside. However, if sentiment shifts and Shib manages to build upward momentum, the price could challenge the immediate resistance at 0.000128. A breakout above this level may trigger a rally toward 0.00136, and if buying pressure continues, even a push to 0.00146 is possible. For now, Shib is trapped between crucial support and resistance zones, and a clear break in either direction will likely define its short-term trajectory. Many of our subscribers comment that they are not going to sell Shib for the next 5 years and hold millions of them because they believe in the Shiba Inu developers and the real-world value of Shib. How many are you guys holding? Don't forget to list your Shib holdings in the comment section below. Let's praise the Shib holders for trusting and believing in the process. If you are enjoying the video, then please give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments your reviews on the Shiba Inu token. And make sure to turn on post notifications to get notified every time we post a new video.